Yo, what's up? We are now at Hellerudsletta. I'm sitting in the Model 3 Performance, well, MC Hammer. And in this video, I will show you the standard high beam. Yes, let's make it a more or less standardized test. So we'll just drive now. This stretch, it's a bit wet. It's hard to find dry road nowadays. So we'll just do it in the wet. All right, high beam, douche. You'll be like, what the heck is that shit? Yeah, that's right. So this is high beam, low beam, high beam, low beam, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off. Okay, now we come to this place with some street lights. Maybe just keep the high beam on so you see what it looks like. Okay, drive around here. I mean, I did a test. Well, it wasn't really. I drove around. I think I have a video from the US version of the Model 3, but in US you have different rules. In Europe, or at least in Norway, I think, if you have, do we have fog? If you don't have headlight washer, then there's a maximum of how much power the lights can have. And unfortunately, Model 3 doesn't have headlight washer. Actually, no Tesla has headlight washer. That's a bummer. Okay, so let me show you here. There's almost no difference between high beam and low beam. Look, look. Shit, and they are not adaptive. They don't turn. They don't. Yeah, there is no LED matrix here. Yeah, there were some rumors a long time ago that Tesla might be making some or adding some better lights, but this is for twisty roads like this, not very good. So it depends where you usually drive. But if you drive mostly on straight roads all the time, then I guess this one is no big deal. We can show you. I can show you later. But right now we are on the twisty section, and you see that it doesn't give you very much light, yeah, on the curves. And also here when you go up, I mean when you go down and up, you see that you don't see much of the road ahead because there's simply not much spread upwards and sidewards, unlike Polestar light, for example. From what I remember, the Polestar lights were superb. But it's been a long time between each test, so I don't remember exactly how they are. Now it's an 80 zone here. I could drive faster, but I just want to drive a little bit slower so you can see better. But on the other hand, yeah, maybe I should drive faster because many cars like the ID3, the adaptive headlights works beyond 60 kilometers per hour. But you see here, not very good light. Compared to the LED bar, this is not very bright at all. So, but this test is about the regular light, so that's why I will not turn on the LED bar. But fortunately, poor light in a Tesla can easily be upgraded to some LED bars if you need it. If you don't need it, of course, depending on which country, then no big deal. Well, also about the legal stuff, but in Norway, my LED bar is legal. I wouldn't put on something that wasn't legal. You know, post it on a channel with almost 200,000 subscribers. Yeah. But it depends. Many places, especially Norway, Finland, and Sweden, they have lots of forest and moose, so they want to have better lights. But in other countries where you have mostly just, yeah, let's say in Belgium or France or somewhere else, maybe not Germany, I don't know. Well, okay. So you know, like I mentioned, I could almost just play music here and just show you guys this, but yeah. Then now, if I play music, you guys be like, I like your videos, Bjørn, but yeah. So that's why I'm just have to keep talking. I'm the host. I have to keep talking. Yeah. So compared to, for example, okay, let me compare to the Polestar light. The Polestar light is really good, way better spread. it lights up more upwards. It also lights up more to the side, and it's also adaptive, and it also turns in the curve. So Polestar lights were superb. I remember also the EQC lights were pretty good, but the EQC light seems a bit laggy. The Polestar light was snappy, really snappy. Unlike the instrument cluster. I'm just kidding. Unlike the infotainment system. Yeah, okay. So I guess my test will be until this point, and then we do a little flip mode and go back again. So let's do this. All right. And then, oh man, this turning circle here is so bad. I could barely make that turn. All right, and then we go back. So now it's been a long time since I tried the headlights in US, but from what I remember from Model X also, and also Model 3, is that the lights in US are brighter than the ones in Europe. So okay. But still, even if they are brighter, it's still the same, the same reflector and all that. So I still wish we had wider spread. You know, like here, see in this curve here, you want to have slightly wider spread so you can see around the curves. But also because it's non-adaptive, then you can't have it on always so you can blind oncoming traffic. No, but the adaptive headlights, okay, from what I've seen, it works most of the time. Okay, there seems to be, when I did the test with Polestar, for about maybe every one car, every 100 car maybe blinked at me. Actually, maybe less. Maybe every 500 car blinked at me. I haven't really counted, but the frequency of people blinking at me was very low. But on the other hand, how many people were blinded by the Polestar light, but they didn't bother blinking at me? So, I mean, the system, the matrix system is not foolproof, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, I think still that it's not that bad. I mean, you don't blind them like right in the face. It's just maybe some of the segments are blinding them a little bit, so they're okay. But yeah, so maybe should I just include the LED bar? Because okay, I have the LED bar video, but I didn't really do it like systematically. I turned it on and off a little bit. So, well, since we are here, I can also do the test with the LED bar. Yeah, so I can name it. I'll have to figure out how to name the video so people can find it. So yeah, that means it will be 2 videos. But okay, whatever. But you know, haters gonna hate. But you know, you can say that, well, you can, okay, let me wait for that quote until we are in the second run. But let's just do this one first. You can just watch, you can see, you can observe how much we see. You see, okay, this one, you see, it's always troublesome. You see, I don't see shit ahead there. There is not enough spread. You see, in cases like this, but like I mentioned, it depends where you drive. And for me, to be honest, I don't drive this kind of road, this kind of twisty, hilly road that often. So that's why I probably thought for the longest time that I didn't need LED bar, and I didn't, I mean, for me, it was sufficient, Tesla lights. So, but it depends, of course, yeah, it depends. So, I wonder, I'm trying to imagine what it looks like if you're driving, for example, if you live in LA, or other places, more urban places, and you don't go anywhere outside the city, so it's mostly a city, then maybe it doesn't matter. But okay, I want to turn off the high beam now. Is that, what car is that? Oh, that car is a LED bar. What is it? Just happened to be an Ioniq with a LED bar. Yeah, because Ioniq, I mean, it's an awesome car, but the classic Ioniq has really poor high beam. The low beam is pretty good, fairly good. What like, yeah, but the high beam is shit. So some people, they replace the bulbs with more powerful bulbs, and that seems to help. But okay, let me see. Should I? Okay, let's just let's just go the whole length here. Okay, let's do the full test. So I think what people are looking for when they look at these headlight test is how does it look? Well, not how. Sorry for my bad English. What does it look like when you're driving on curvy roads? And what about that tree? Do you see the sign there? What about that house there? And when you go uphill, downhill, yeah. And you can, I guess, you can compare this footage with the one from Polestar or what. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the lights now. So, all right. So now we will do a little flip mode there. And then since I'm already here, I can do the type. I was about to say type 2, but I can do the part 2 where I have to go here. Okay, where I also test with a LED bar. Yeah, because people are gonna ask me, hey, but did you test with a LED bar? Okay, let's do it with a LED bar. Okay, now I have to wait a little bit. Have to reconfigure it, and I don't want to confuse people on this road. So I have to wait for them to pass a little bit. You see, over there, anyone coming? 9. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think they are far behind now, or far away, these other guys. And I want to wait a little bit until that car is, okay, gone, kind of. Okay, now let's activate it. 5 blinks. Okay, let me check. No, wait, no, it's always that 5th time. There, okay, it's on now, right. So now we wait again a little bit more. I see there's a car coming. Okay, it's clear. Let's go. Hopefully, I was waiting for a car, but I don't know where it disappeared. Right? Let's try to drive with the LED bar on all the time, or most of the time. Let me see if everything is nice and focused. I think so. Okay. So that guy is just parked, so that's fine. And we can just shine at them in case we have pedestrians nearby. So some people, they want to turn off the high beam, but you should have the high beam. Maybe LED bar is a bit powerful, but at least high beam should be on so you can see pedestrians. Some people have been killed by the road because well, you see, a mistake is that when you park by the road at night, put on park lights. Because if you put on the low beam, it's harder to see people by the car. So one downside with the super powerful LED bar is that when you have these signs, they reflect, and the bigger the sign, the more reflects. So by E6, the big motorway, when you have those big ass signs, it's somewhat sharp light shining. Okay, let me switch this off. Some people are going to complain, oh, you shouldn't turn it on here, you're going to wake up the neighbors. Yeah, I just have too many keyboard warriors in my channel. But okay, here we go. Okay. Now it's dark. All right, turn on the light. Boom. Yeah. So what I was about to say is that, just like the Ionic we met earlier. Okay, I mean, the Ionic light kind of sucks. But it depends where you live. If you live in Korea, maybe it doesn't matter with the poor lights. Or you live other places where you have more street light or just urban area. But if you live in Sweden, Norway, and what's again the last country? Finland, yeah? Maybe you want stronger light, but then you could just upgrade it with LED bar, because in those countries you're allowed to use them. And you can, by doing that, you can simply just upgrade a weakness with your car. For example, light. But one does not simply upgrade efficiency. Just think about that. I mean, let's say it would be great if I had a Polestar and I thought, oh, scheisse, it's too thirsty. No, but you can just slap on this wonderful spoiler, for example, this Wunder spoiler, yeah. And then suddenly you have minus 30% energy efficiency. I mean, not energy consumption, plus 30% efficiency in energy. That would be wonderful, but unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But for me, I mean, I realize that the Model 3 lights are a bit sucky. And sometimes I wonder why I didn't get LED bar before, because I tend to drive a lot at night, especially when I did the Nimbertask, driving in Österdal, driving to Bergen, long hours just alone, no one, no humans, no animals. Well, actually, there were some animals maybe that I didn't see. So for me, you know, that works great. Yeah, I'm just rambling now, so you guys can just see. Okay, we just drive the whole full length, and you can get the impression what it looks like. But I love these lights, man. I mean, once I gotten used to them, it's great. And another thing, I don't know the whole theory about this, but I get the impression that I have less driver fatigue when I drive at night and I have these bright lights versus the dim lights. I don't know. I mean, is it something about it? Because truck drivers, they use them, you know? Why do they use them? I mean, when some people say, oh, this is dangerous. Well, why do truck drivers have powerful lights? And what about Swedes? Swedes have been using super powerful lights, those bucket lights for long, Hilla, right? Hilla lights for the longest time. And also, you know the world's longest road tunnel, Lærdalstunnelen. It's 24.5 kilometers long, and I think when they designed the tunnel, they were afraid that drivers would be maybe tired or they would feel drowsy after driving in the dark for a long time. So that's why they put up these okay, I have to turn on. That's why they put up these lights halls, or whatever you call them. 3 of them. They are spaced around, well, I mean, it's 3, yeah, they're evenly spaced roughly, and it's to kind of freshen up your brain a little bit, I think. Yeah. So if that's the case, then maybe it helps. Maybe it helps. I don't know. I have to Google about this. I have to find some studies whether it helped or not. But my impression so far is that it might help. But I guess I have to use them more. But I've been driving with MC Hammer from Oslo to Arctic Circle and back again. But that was nowadays when it's about, well, beginning of October. So we have daylight until around 7-ish. Yeah, nowadays it gets dark around 7 or 8-ish. But in winter it gets dark even earlier. It gets dark around 4, yeah, at the worst time. So I can imagine if you drive a lot in the dark, you could be drowsy. You could be more drowsy. See, yeah, look at this. This design is it's so reflective. So that's the downside. Sometimes I actually turn off the LED bar when we have really reflective signs. So, there's a little bit of not sure what this is, fog. Yeah. So, not 100% ideal test. Ideally, I want to test this when it's not foggy. Yeah, I hear a little bit of in the back. That's the shaft, half shaft that has been worn out. I will actually have an appointment tomorrow at Tesla to get it replaced. So on the warranty. I don't know what happened to it. Was it because I launched it? Well, let me see. How many times did I launch it? I launched it 27 times in Deutschland, and I probably launched it several times before, yeah, and after, and then maybe I launched the car about 50 times, and then it can't take the beating, unlike the German autos. So that's unfortunate. But again, like I mentioned, you know, Bjørn, you're not talking about the lights. Well, what should I say? I just want to ramble about other stuff instead. Okay, let me turn off the lights here. Yeah, you see. So the downside when you have this wonderful wunderbar, yeah, I was called the wunderbar LED bar. Yeah, is that once you get cars oncoming traffic like that, you don't see shit. So, but I was afraid that, okay, you know, when I have this kind of light and then when I turn it off, then, you know, my iris is not open up, you know, like this. Yeah, there's too big difference between on and off. I haven't found that to be any issue, really. But the problem, of course, with these lights, which are non-adaptive, you see, is that once you turn them off because of oncoming traffic, then you don't see anything. The adaptive headlights will at least see to each side and then block out the center, roughly. So, I mean, the best deal would be adaptive LED bar, but then the LED bar needs to have some input logic from the camera and stuff. So it needs to be integrated into the car. So okay, I didn't show you that part that well, but you've probably seen it before anyway. So, but yeah. So I don't think we will ever see any adaptive LED bar thing. Yeah, it has to be integrated with the car. But oh, speaking of that, you know, the Cybertruck seems to have LED bar integrated in the roof. So traditionally Tesla, they've been known for having kind of shitty lights. So I mean they have slowly been improving, because I remember with the Model S classic one, that one was not very good. It was the xenon lights, and then facelift came with with the facelift they came with the LED lights, but they were dim. They were almost more dim than the xenon lights. And then I felt like the Model S lights were more powerful. They also LED. And then I also feel like the Model 3 is even one notch better than Model X. But still, what is common with all these three, S, X and 3, is that the spread is not good. And, well, I mean, yeah, basically spread, and also the strength could be better. So how are they gonna fix it? I don't know, but would be awesome if Cybertruck comes with LED bar from the factory, and even better if that LED bar is, well, adaptive. It will probably not turn, but at least if it can have some kind of voodoo magic, like LED matrix something, that would be awesome. But I'm not counting on it. Yeah, don't expect it. Just even a dumb LED bar would be great. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Oncoming traffic. So I should switch it off around about, yeah, here maybe. Yeah. Is that a Tesla? No, it's a Leaf. No, wait. No, it's not. It's a fossil car. I'm so bad at recognizing cars. But yeah, I think that, okay, around here is, yeah, I don't want to shine at that truck over there. So when you come to street light here, then maybe you shouldn't use the LED bar because you have sufficient light. But it could be a pedestrian by the road here, so you see that you didn't see. So that's the whole purpose of the LED bar, to see stuff that you wouldn't see without the LED bar thingy. So I guess I'll just park here. Zone mot avgift. Okay, I'll just park here. So that completes the light test for Model 3 at least. So what do you guys think? Do you like this shit? Huh? Do you like this shit? Maybe I should do it with more cars. I should, like some people say, you know, this should be the standard test for the cars I test. And I agree, because lights are actually one important thing with a car. Yeah. But on the other hand, you can always upgrade them, like I mentioned. So, yeah. Do you guys have any suggestions what car I should test for lights? Just mention it in a comment below, and I will consider it. Yeah. And also, it's easier nowadays when it gets darker earlier. In summer in Norway, it doesn't really get dark. Yeah. But okay, that's gonna be it for now then. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.